Hello, folks. Today we will try to look at a YAESU FT ONE from the 80s, and we'll try to say some few words about this rig regarding the history and the history of this particular rig. Well, YAESU produced this piece of equipment from around 1982 to 1986, and this was actually the top-of-the-line model for those years, and this is the first general coverage ham radio transceiver where the receiver at least was going from long wave to the 10 meters. This rig I actually purchased from a friend who had it laying around for about 20 years before he decided that he will part with it. The interesting thing, or the exciting thing about it, is it hasn't been powered up for about 20 years. And he had this in his possession prior to that for about 10 years or more. He bought it in 1989 and probably has been frequently used in the 90s and put on the shelf and been laying there for some time. It's interesting to note that there is no touch screen or waterfall and that kind of fancy stuff which we see on modern transceivers. And all those functions which on modern transceivers are in sub menus and stuff like that, they are on the front panel in the form of switches and dials and stuff like that. So the interesting thing about it is that it will be powered up now for the first time in 20 years, and I will try to see if it lets some smoke out. As everybody knows, electronics works on smoke, because when the smoke gets out, the electronics stops working. So we will hope that the smokes stay in the equipment. So let's put some power to it. Before we do that, I will try to see what I actually expect to see, or hope to see, let's put it this way, is that the unit will power up without any smoke, and maybe some whizzing noise from the loudspeaker. But let's see. I have some suspicions that especially the power supply may have some issues due to some dried up filter capacitors and stuff like that. But let's see, let's turn the thing on. So now I will go on the other side and plug the power cord in and see what happens. So far so good. No smoke yet. The reason why I'm saying, I know it's turned off, but according to some information I have, is that as soon as you plug the power cord in, then the backup memory gets some power from a extra power supply. I'm not sure about this, as I'm quite new to this rig, but at least still know there is no smoke. So now I will try to turn the power on and see what happens. Well, no smoke yet. The S meter is on full deflection. I wonder why. And as expected, the dial on frequency is indicating 0, and that is probably because there has been no power to the memories. Let's see if we can get some frequency. And does it work? Yeah, it works. No smoke yet. So there is still hope. No smoke, but there is no sound either. So it'll be interesting to see what is going on. Let's try some other frequencies just for the fun of it. Well, there is still
some hope. Well, no smoke, but there's no sound. Let's see, where is the volume? It's around here somewhere. Yeah. There is still no sound. So, well, let's see if the memory backup works. See if I turn it off and turn it on again. It should remember. Yeah. And stop blinking.